Hi guys, welcome back. This is 2000 Gaming again. We're another Lost Sword content. If you're enjoying the content in this channel, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Some people are on the comment section. Some people are coming in new, hot off the presses, asking me what would be the best teams that you can think about. Like for me, I'll just break down stuff, okay? Like if you're free to play, we're talking about free to plays here, okay? If you're free to play, let's just go to battle here. Hopefully, Star Reincarnation is still up, okay? So we can check this, okay? This is technically how I manage my team in a way. So there's gonna be Knights team, there's gonna be a mage team, and there's gonna be a hybrid team, and there's situational teams. Okay, so let's just like do this stuff. Starting off with the mage team. Okay, mage team is it's very imperative that you have Galahad in your team. Okay, so Galahad is also can be put on your regular story clears because Galahad has this ability to have this immune to damage for 5 seconds. It applies to every all of your teams to protect you. She's also tanky, and why is she very imperative in your mage team? Because her buffs here, all wizards and mage class attacks and also range class. If you have an archer, if you want to build a range mage team which consists of Nesha, if you want to put in Nesha there, she will be good in the mage team as well. And we all know the Korean bros, Sefi as well, are finding out that Nesha is the best damage dealer in the game, specifically just purely on damage specifics. That's what I've been hearing. Okay, that's what I've been hearing. Because I don't have Nesha fully built up. I have Luweria. Within Luweria is one of the best damage dealing healers in the game. Okay, Nesha is the best damage dealing range, but point of contention would be I think she is the best damage dealer on what they've investigated or tested. So going back, you want to build a mage range team. Galahad is your mainstay. Okay, she needs to be there on your team to buff your mage and range team. Okay, so next, if you like Morgana Le Fay, the good thing about Morgana Le Fay, oh my god, let's change this because I might get demonetized. Oh my god, demonetized video. So Morgana Le Fay, she's good because like she has utility and she has explosive capabilities. Okay, utility meaning um, activates has anyone more chance. Activates this is like the bomb. Okay, so she casts Queen's Decree buff cast by self. Reduce the remaining cooldown of active skill by 1 second. So activates if any enemy has one or more. So detailed activation activates at enemy has one or more Queen's Decree. And then deals additional hit equals to 200% of attack one time. So that's the explosion. Okay? This would be Queen's Decree, inflict damage. This is the mark that we're saying. So if it explodes, it gives you 150,000% of attack. So she's OP. And reduce the remaining cooldown of active skills by 8 seconds. All allies, okay? So the utility is really strong on this lady. So she has cooldown reduction on all of your team, and she has this bomb that explodes once you apply the debuff, okay? So she's really, really strong, and she is the quintessential, technically one of the strong characters right now in the meta. So you can put her on hybrid teams as well. But like we're talking about mage range team, so you can put in Galahad herself. You can either put Isabel there if you want, or Nesha. Like Nesha should be here. Like I don't have, I have Nesha, but like, where's my Nesha? Nesha is huge. I know she's huge. She's on the rear and back line. So I might like put her here so that she gets like buffs. And then so I know that like this one her she's situational in a way. Okay, she's situational Asteria, but I still do love her in a way because like additional damage received, take additional 25 damage when hit by a wizard. Okay, so she will debuff the team. So when she casts this debuff, the wizards who are inflicting damage will give you much more damage. So that's what she does. Okay, and she also removes healing, she decreases healing reduction received from the enemy. So the enemy doesn't get any healings, especially if you're trying to clear harder content. Those enemies heals. So that's her kit in a way. So you can put Galahad, you can put Morgana Le Fay, you can put Esteria there. Nesha, because again, despite her not being a wizard, so Nesha is one of the strongest. Oh my god, and that's huge as well. So she's purely damage in a way. Passive skill damage increased to 50. So she is really the damage dealer, best damage dealer for the archer. If you want heals and sustains, you can remove Asteria and put in Neo Bedivere. Okay, Neo Bedivere is also a healer. She's a debuffer and she also roots enemies. Okay, so you can mix and match this. Okay, Neo Bedivere is really really good as well. Point to consider: you can put her on your hybrid team. So like because her skill is again grants all allies immunity to crowd control, so you get removed like immune to CC and inflict damage equals to the attack, and then also um, active skills is increased by 100. She also heals you. Okay, on her active inflict damage, she will root. Okay, so she will root the enemy. Root take actions, and there's like she has the heal here. Where's that heal? Um, Recover HP equal to 10% of damage inflicted. Single ally. So she's healing. Little bit of heals, roots, boost damage. So she's really good. You can put her on a, that's why mage range team. You can make it like this in a way. And Tiamat, I know she's still one of the best damage dealers out there for, like I know that she was power crept, but like she's still okay. She's still good. She's still serviceable. And she has this capability wherein she has this blaster, Breath of Ruin. Once she casts this, right? Reduce the cooldown of the active skill to 0. So once she casts this, okay, it will inflict quite a lot of damage. This one doesn't have a cooldown. She will just spam this Cosmic Blaster, melting all the enemies in her wake. So I think this would be your best mage range team. If you want to go full mage team, you can remove her. You can remove her. You can go into you can go to Merlin, and then go to Esteria. So that's your mage range team. Okay? So that's your pure mage. If you wanna go mage range, go to Bedivere and Nesha. Okay? If you want some immunity, more immunity, remove maybe if you want more sustain, remove Nesha or remove Tiamat and then put in Isabel. Okay? Isabel, she's a niche character. Her capability is multiple hits. You like for example, all allies night class. So she also buffs the night class. Okay, she can be here as well. So her abilities is critical hit chance reduction, and then additional inflict 18% additional damage with taking damage, and also immunity becomes immune to damage from 10 hits. So you can put her here at a range, but like you can also put her in the Knight's team, okay? Because it will increase the hit chance of 10%. But like she's a niche character. So looking like this would be the case. I'll be talking about the mage first, and then I'll make another video for the Knight's team, okay? So we're talking about mage range team. Hopefully you'll be able to discern what I'm saying right now. So again, just pure perspective of mage team. If you really want it, like this would be your mage team. Okay, mage team. Put Esteria to where she's buffing everybody first, and then like here, because how do you see how they cast? So they cast on the top first, going down. So Galahad cast first, then Esteria cast second, and then Morgana Le Fay. Then I think she should be there so that she can cast her blaster more, and then Merlin. Okay, so it's all up to you. So that's how you go with the summons on who to summon first if you're doing it on auto. Okay? So mage range, you can do it what I was telling you. You can go you can even go Lisa right now. Lisa is really good. But I don't have her. So but again, Lisa, she's an archer type. If you want to go pure archer, Galahad still needs to be there. Okay? If you want to go Lisa, Nesha, Neo Bedivere, but like I do suggest it's better for you to have a mage range team. Okay? So and then on the pets, I forgot the pets. More copies meaning more stats. So the only two pets that I think that you need to have T5 is, for the moment, if you're free to play, is it's either your priority would be Lohengrin. Okay, especially if you're using archer class because you need attack speed, or your knight class because like she has this capability of attack speed plus 20%. No other pet has this ability. So that's why I'm putting her on the other side, because she's inflicting a lot of like attack speed. And T5 Phoenix is for your critical hit chance for your mage. because if they increase more hit chance, they will inflict more damage on the crit damage for your team, because they are really really good at inflicting a very very big damage, especially if you have this critical hit chance but 10%, because you don't really need too much attack speed. Depends on if you're putting on a Nesha there. If you put Nesha here, you can put Lohengrin there. But like, I think Lohengrin would benefit on my Knights team better than Phoenix. But that's just my thing. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video on the team that I'm building for, again, mage team. Okay, mage range hybrid teams. Okay, so hopefully you guys like this video. Like and subscribe. Again, this is 2000 gaming. I'll make a video on how to I make the meta knight team. Okay, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Bye bye.